love you all. Welcome, all you lovers, to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
This is for you, Kenny. It's the Florida Love Show, paying love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive, like a duet. He wears many hearts, so he has a very special side. In the Brooklyn Cafe, it's a big love buffet. With roses galore, and you are adored. Come take a bouquet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Follow this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Shine your love wherever you can. Shine your light. Love this man. Live your dreams. Make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Give the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show.
Mwah. Love you, Sha. Love you, love you, love you. So Sha and I, we shared today. She's in Roses singing the Florida Love theme song. Love you, Sha. Oh my God, amazing. So give a hug, give a little kiss. It's the Florida Love Show. We're spreading love all over the world. So today's a really special show. I am so excited. And really because God is love. God is love. And we're going to spread love all over the world because God is love. So today we're going to be loving Yom Kippur, which happened this week, and we're going to be loving forgiveness. So today's going to be about forgiveness and love, forgiveness and love. So I say I love you to everyone. And in order to do that, you got to forgive and love, forgive and love, forgive and love. So you're totally free. So we're going to share all about that today. So to start the show, I want to start the show off with a lot of loving, real loving. So Josh, play the first song.
Summer loving, told her we used to be friends.
And then we made our true love vow.
Wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams, ripped at the seams. The summer
Woo! We're all dancing here, loving, 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 rocking, loving, and rocking forgiveness. So there is no love without forgiveness, and there is no forgiveness without love. So I go around, I just love and forgive and love all day long. And it's total freedom, total happiness, total peace. So love you, love you, love you all. I want to welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. I'm Kenny Love, the founder and creator, host and lover of the Florida Love Show. And Florida Love, we spread love all over the world to create world love. And so we have a loving world. And oh, I love this. I love you. I love you, love you, love you, Margaret. I love her. She's so beautiful. She has such a big, beautiful heart and soul of love. Love you, Margaret. Please keep the comments coming, everyone. Please keep the comments coming so we can all love each other and spread love all over the world. So Florida Love is a nonprofit, and love is free. So everything at Florida Love is free. Everything. I don't ask for anything. No expectations of anything in return. We just love, love, love just because. No expectations of anything in return. So I don't ask for anything. No donations, nothing. Florida Love. Love is free. Free, 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 free. So it's free to be on the show. If you ever want to be on the show, you can contact me. Love you, love you, love you, love you all. So when George Floyd passed 3-4 years ago, I saw the officer put his knee on his neck, and I started crying. And I couldn't believe that one human being could do that to another human being. I mean, I was just like, I got to do something about this. And I didn't know what to do. So I reached out to my idol, and Martin Luther King. I mean, Martin love is pure love. And here's what he says, it's just my dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed, that all men are created equal. All men and women are created equal. All human beings are created equal. I love you, love you, love you. So I said, what do I do? He goes, hand out roses to every African American and say, I love you. So I was coming to the show with 6 dozen roses. I went back into Whole Foods in Publix and I handed out roses to every African American and said, I love you. And everyone lit up. And so the newspapers covered it, Sun Sentinel, Boca del Rey News, and then the news, TV news covered it. So I'm going to show you the TV news. The first TV news is where we hand out roses to everyone at Bed Bath & Beyond in Boca, and we say I love you with all my friends who are just lovers, loving everyone, creating world love. So please play the first news.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lehrman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods and I also went to Publix and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said I love you back. And they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself, and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Can you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, smelling sweet, CBS 4 News.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Mwah. Wow, love you, Lisa Petrillo. Love you, love you, love you, Lisa Love. So that's the reporter there, and she's right. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. So that's what we do here at Florida Love. We love the world, and we create world love. So what we're doing is we're making America loving again, and the world, every second. Humanity first, everything else second. So it's all about humanity, being human. And like what Martin Luther King was saying was, and what we say here at Florida Love is there's only one race, the human race. That's it. We're all the same. We all have blood. We're all the same. And when I see these beautiful children, I only see their eyes. I just see the love in their eyes. I don't see color. I just look in people's eyes. I see their heart and soul of love. These kids, these loving children. So we're all loving children inside. Babies are pure love because they don't have language. Love is no judgment. They don't have language to judge. So I love you, love you, love you all. Love you, love you, love you all. So in the second news, I hand out roses to teenagers and I say I love you, and they just light up. So please play the second news.
We're continuing to bring you inspiring stories from our area about people changing their communities for the better. Tonight, WPTV News Channel 5's Chris Gilmore shares the story of a man on a mission to spread love, one rose at a time.
Roses are red and Ken Lerman's suit is too.
Love you, Anthony.
If you see his bouquets, he has a message for you.
Man, love you, brother.
The 55-year-old loves love.
I love you.
And he now uses roses to let people know it.
No, I love you.
There's some pain behind Lerman's purpose. His Roses for Change campaign began this summer after he and people across the country witnessed the fallout following the death of George Floyd while in police custody.
How can one human being do that to another human being? Like, I was crying when I saw it.
Armed with roses and a message of love, Lerman says he wanted to reach those most affected.
I got to give this to all the African Americans. They're hurting.
His message has since caught on both online and in Palm Beach County, where he regularly shares love and roses to people of all colors. We caught up with Lerman with 100 of his favorite flowers in hand at the Milagro Center in Delray Beach.
A lot of learning goes on every day here in the Milagro Center, but today's lesson consisted of some flowers and 3 words going a long way.
I love you.
I was surprised and I was like, oh, I love you too.
A lot of these teens say it's been a while since they've heard those words directed at them,
I love you.
and even longer since they have been given flowers.
It was kind of weird at first. I was like, roses giving someone food. It was kind of weird because I didn't expect that, but it's pretty nice. It's a really nice gesture.
He said, I love you, you stay safe, and told my grandma happy birthday too.
Lerman says he hopes the connection he makes with strangers leaves a lasting impact.
That's my mission every single day, to spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love.
Because maybe all you need is love. In Delray Beach, Chris Gilmore, WPTV News Channel 5.
And you can help us share stories that are inspiring South Florida.
Wow. Love it, love it, love it. Mwah. Love you, Chris Gilmore. Love you, Chris Love. So that's the reporter there. And he says maybe all you need is love. So at Florida Love, we say all you need is love. Love is everything. Everything. And I always say keep calm because love is the answer. That's it. Just say I love you. Love you, love you, love you all. So as you see at the end of that news, when I first walked in, they were just hanging out. At the end of the news, at the end of giving out roses, they're dancing, 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 dancing. That's the freedom of love. That's the freedom of love. It's so amazing. You say I love you, all of a sudden changes everything for the better and you start dancing. Who doesn't want to start dancing? I mean, really. So love you, love you, I love you all. Let's start dancing. Let's start dancing. The whole show. Let's dance the whole show. So I'm going to start showing you videos about forgiveness from different people. One's a Buddhist, one's a guru, and another is a priest. And just what they say about forgiveness. And I just want to read one thing because this is right from Yom Kippur. And I want everybody, this is to everybody. On Rosh Hashanah, it is written, and on Yom Kippur, it is sealed. To those I have wronged, I ask your forgiveness. I ask forgiveness. To those I have helped, I wish I did more. To those I neglected, I ask for understanding. And to those who have helped me, I sincerely thank you, thank you, thank you, love you, love you, love you. Powerful. So that's what the show's about, forgiveness. So I love you all, love you, love you, love you. So I'm going to play the first video about forgiveness, and you're going to see what they say it's all about. Please play the first video.
What do you think about this? Is forgiveness a weakness? And the people who forgive, are they fools? Well, let's talk about this today. Normally, in this world, the forgiveness is oftenly referred as a weakness. People say, no, you should not forgive people. You should not let go of that anger and resentment. You have to take the revenge and you should not forgive people. Well, let me ask you, if you did not forgive people, what are you going to do? You're going to hold on to anger, no? You're going to hold on to resentment. You're going to hold on to grudges. And what all those thoughts makes you, they will make you a negative person. They will hurt your mind. They will hurt your spirituality. That is why we have to understand what is the real forgiveness. So, what is the real forgiveness? Normally, people forgive and they let go of the anger and they forget about the things that they have done. And also, in the next place, they fall into the same trap of the people who used to hurt them. So that is not the correct way of forgiving people. The real forgiveness must be there with forgiveness and also wisdom. So when the forgiveness and the wisdom combine together, then you can forgive people truly and correctly. So how to do that? So when you forgive people with wisdom, you're not saying that it is okay, you hurt me and I'm going to fall into the same trap of you, right? I will believe you again and again. That is not the way. You can forgive people. You can let go of the anger. You can forget about the hurt that they have done to you. And also still, you can stay away from their life and their negativity. Okay? That is where you combine the forgiveness and the wisdom, right? Then, if you forgive like that, if you forgive in such a way, then you will never fall into traps of those people who are going to use you. So, understand what real forgiveness is. When you forgive people, you're not forgiving them. Really, in reality, you're forgiving you, right? You're saying that, no, I'm not going to take this negativity anymore. I'm not going to hold on to this anger and resentment anymore because I love myself. I don't want to hurt myself. I always care about my spiritual development, my good qualities, and my thoughts. So when you do that, you can forgive people and stay away from their negativity and their cheatings. So that is the correct way to forgive someone. So practice this and let go of those angry thoughts and resentments in your mind. Namo Buddhaya.
Beautiful. So forgiveness and wisdom. Powerful. To love ourselves. To care for ourselves. Wow, powerful. So as I was saying, there is no forgiveness, there's no love without forgiveness, and there's no forgiveness without love. Love you, love you, love you all. So I'm going to play a song now, one of my favorite forgiveness songs. So we can start rocking forgiveness. Please play this next song.
It still feels like the first night together. Feels like the first kiss. It's getting better, baby. No one can better this. Still holding on, you're still the one. First time our eyes met, same feeling I get. Only feels much stronger. Wanna love you longer. Do you still turn the fire on? So if you're feeling lonely though, you're the only one I ever want. I only wanna make it go. So if I love you a little more than I'm sure, please forgive me. I know now what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Don't you now me this pain I'm going through. Please forgive me if I need you like I do. Please believe me, every word I say is true. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. It still feels like our best time together. Feels like the first touch. Still getting closer, baby. Can't get close enough. Still holding on. You're still number one. I remember the smell on your skin. I remember everything. I remember all your moves. I remember you, yeah. I remember the nights, you know I still do. So if you're feeling lonely though, you're the only one I ever want. I only wanna make it go. So if I love you a little more than I'm sure, please forgive me. I know not what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Don't you now me this pain I'm going through. Please forgive me if I need you like I do. Oh, believe me, every word I say is true. Please forgive me if I can't stop loving you. If I can't stop loving you.
Oh, this is getting emotional. It's going to be an emotional show about forgiveness. You know, I love him. He's wearing a heart necklace. That's how you know someone is so full of love, huge heart and soul of love. So please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. I love you, love you, love you all. So I'm going to play you another forgiveness video and to give you another perspective on forgiveness. Please play the next video.
When someone has wronged us or has abused us in some way, we either have feelings of hostility and resentment.
Oh, we must file a suit.
No, in a minor sense, if they abuse us or if they wrong us, we sometimes have feelings of resentment and hostility against them. And sometimes we might tend to forgive them and let it go. So my question here is, where must we draw a line to hold the wrongdoer responsible for what he does? And when should we know to forgive him? And when should we know to let it go? So this is the question.
See, this is not about the other person. The choice for you is this. If you are given a choice, right now, for all of you, if you are given a choice that you can either live joyfully, blissfully, or miserably, or in anger, or in stress, or in resentment, what is your natural choice? You must choose, I'm going to bless you right now. What is your natural choice? Joyfully, isn't it? Because every human being is looking for highest level of pleasantness for himself or herself. You can call it joy, you can call it bliss, these are just words. Essentially, we want highest level of pleasantness for ourselves. If your body becomes pleasant, we call this health. If it becomes very pleasant, we call this pleasure. If your mind becomes pleasant, we call this peace. If it becomes very pleasant, we call this joy. If your emotions become pleasant, we call this love. If it becomes very pleasant, we call it compassion. If your very life energies become pleasant, we call this bliss. If it becomes very pleasant, we call it ecstasy. If your surroundings become pleasant, we call this success. Only to make your surroundings pleasant, you need the cooperation of all these people. Because in creating an external situation, there are many forces involved. Not all of them you even know. You understand? You want to create a wonderful situation for yourself, you don't even know how many forces are working in that area. If you harness a few forces, if they cooperate, things will happen. If they don't cooperate, it won't happen. But for the pleasantness of the body, pleasantness of the mind, pleasantness of your emotion and energy, it's 100% you. Yes or no? Is that yes or no? No, because in some cultures this is yes, in some cultures this is, Yes, right?
Yes.
Surroundings, creating situations in the surroundings, you need cooperation from the people, otherwise it won't happen. So only for success, you need cooperation. To keep yourself pleasant is 100% yours. So right now, you know well that you want to be peaceful, but somebody else is doing something. What are they doing? They know what they know best. They're abusing you. Why are they doing it? Because that's all they know. Yes or no? That is how they know their life, that's why they're doing it. If you become resentful and you think something will happen to them, see, these are things. Anger, resentment, hatred, these are all poisons that you drink and you expect somebody else to die. No, life doesn't work like that. You drink poison, you die. It's a very fair life. If you drink poison, you die. Very fair, isn't it so? I drink poison and you die, is it fair? So, people who are in anger, resentment, hatred, this is their thing. They are drinking poison. When I say poison, I am not saying in a moral sense. There is substantial medical evidence right now that we can show you with a blood test that 5 minutes before you take your blood test right now, 5 minutes you may remain in extreme anger and take your blood test, you will see you're chemically poisoned actually. So you're literally poisoning yourself, thinking it's going to hurt them. No, it's only going to hurt you. So it doesn't make sense to me, that's all. It's not a morality, whether you should get angry or not get angry. It's up to you if you want to make a mess out of yourself.
Beautiful. Love that. Mwah. Love that guru. Love him. So it's up to you. You want to swallow poison or not? By loving everyone, you're free. You'll let go of the poison. You forgive and love, and you're free. Free. Free, 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 free. And he said the highest level of pleasantness and surrounding yourself with that. So just love everyone and be free. I love that. I love that, love that, love that. So I'm going to play you another song. Again, my favorite song about forgiveness. Please play the next song.
Hey guys, here's a little Bryan Adams for you. Still feels like first night together. Feels like the first kiss. It's getting better, baby. No one can bear this. Still on the known, still the one. First time around, same feeling I get. Only feels much stronger. Wanna love you longer. You still turn the fire on. If you're feeling lonely, you're the only one I ever want. Only I wanna make it good. So if I love you little more than I should, please forgive me. Knowing not what to do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Don't deny me this pain I'm going through. Please forgive me. I need your love. Please believe me. Don't know what to do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Yeah, can't stop loving you.
Mwah. Love you. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Oh, woo, emotional, beautiful. So I'm going to play you another video with another perspective on forgiveness. Please play the next video.
I smell good right now. I wish we had smell-o-vision. Smell-o-vision. I wish this was smell-o-vision. You'd be like, whoa, that priest smells good. He smells like patchouli. I don't smell like patchouli. Oh man. Forgiveness is one of the hardest teachings of Christianity. It's one of the most essential. I think people think other things are harder than forgiveness. But man, if you've ever been hurt, forgiveness is one of the most radical and most difficult teachings of Christianity. In fact, at the center of the Our Father, the prayer that Jesus gave us, we pray, God, don't forgive me if I don't forgive those who've hurt me. Like that's kind of what we pray. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And so you realize like the stakes are really, really high when it comes to forgiveness. And so what happens is this, is a lot of times people struggle with forgiveness. Like, what does it mean? So I want to tell you what it means, or a little bit of what it means. First thing, forgiveness doesn't mean you're no longer hurt. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to be friends with this person again, and forgiveness doesn't mean that you trust them. Now again, those are huge things. Sometimes people think that forgiveness means like, okay, it's okay, I don't feel bad anymore, or I'm not angry anymore, or I feel like I've forgiven them. You don't have to feel like you've forgiven anyone at any point, because forgiveness is not a matter of feeling, it's a decision. You don't have to not be hurt anymore, because a lot of times, man, the stuff that people have done against us really, really hurts us. And so you don't have to be past that hurt in order to be able to forgive, or else we'd be stuck, while we're still hurting. And thirdly, you don't have to trust the person again in order to know that you've forgiven them. Because sometimes, if someone's hurt you, they've kind of demonstrated that you shouldn't trust them. And so to trust them again would more be foolish than it would be forgiveness. So how do we understand forgiveness? Well, I think we can only understand forgiveness in terms of justice, which means this. Justice is what I owe another person or what another person owes me. And so when it comes to forgiveness, it's essentially saying, I'm not going to make you pay me back what you owe me. We go back to the gospel. In the Gospels, Jesus gives the parable about the master or the king, and he has a servant who owes him, and it says in Scripture, an incredible amount. In fact, the Greek is 10,000 talents. It's more than he could possibly pay back in multiple lifetimes. And so he begs for forgiveness. And the master says, I release you from your debt. I release you from your debt. Then the guy goes out, and there's another fellow servant who owes him a significantly smaller portion. He grabs him by the throat, and he says, pay me back what you owe me. Those are the two different perspectives. One is, pay me back what you owe me, grab him by the throat. The other is, I release you from your debt. The first is not forgiveness, obviously. I release you from your debt. That is what forgiveness is. And it has to be coupled with justice. Justice means, I know what they owe me. I know what they owe me. And if you've been hurt by someone, or many people, incredibly, I think one step is, in a healthy place, if you could write down, what does someone owe you? What does that person owe you? Like, what are all the things they've taken from you? Like, you could say, the person has hurt me and they cost me trust. Their actions against me has influenced my relationships. It's influenced this. It's influenced how I see myself. It's affected all these kind of things. To weigh it up, to really count the cost in some ways. That's justice. That's what they owe you. But then the next step is really important too. It's just as important. It's then looking at this list and then saying, okay, with God's grace, I set you free. With God's grace, I'm not going to make you pay me back. We can still hurt again. We can still experience those wounds. We still have to maybe make the decision again and again to forgive. But a huge thing that forgiveness does is it gives us the freedom to move forward. We're not anchoring ourselves by holding on to someone by the throat and saying, pay me back what you owe me. We're saying, you know what? It was a huge deal that you did. It was a big deal. It was I counted the cost. This is all what you owe me. But I release you from your debt. And I won't make you pay me back what you owe me. And I'm going to move on here with God's help. We can only do this with God's grace. And so I invite you, before you do any of this stuff, ask the Holy Spirit to come and help you. Ask Jesus to guide your actions and your thoughts. And just trust the Father in all this. Once again, my name is Father Mike Schmitz. This is Ascension Presents. And God bless.
Wow. I release you from your debts. Release all of you from your debts. Wow, that's powerful. So, right from the priest, God is love, right out of the Bible. So love you, love you, love you all. So we're going to start loving Yom Kippur right now, since it happened this week. And I'm going to read this again. On Rosh Hashanah it is written, on Yom Kippur it is sealed. To those I have wronged, I ask forgiveness. To those I have helped, I wish I did more. To those I neglected, I ask for understanding. To those who have helped me, I sincerely thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Oh, that's so powerful. So my first video is going to be about Yom Kippur, so you can actually learn what it's all about. Please play the first video.
What is Yom Kippur? Yom Kippur is the Jewish Day of Atonement. It's considered the most sacred day of the Jewish calendar, falling at the end of the 10 days of awe, which began with Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. Like all Jewish holidays, Yom Kippur begins at sundown, and for the following 25 hours, Jews are expected to refrain from eating, drinking, wearing perfume or lotions, wearing leather shoes, and being sexually intimate. Where possible, the day is usually spent praying in the synagogue. There's a tradition that Jews should wear all white garments on this holiday, both because the color white symbolizes purity and because white is understood to reference angelic beings. And on Yom Kippur, the Jewish people are considered to be closer to angels than they are at any other point during the year. The prayers on Yom Kippur center around pleas for forgiveness, mercy, and understanding. The holiday also includes confessions of sins on behalf of the entire community, with the hope that the people, both individually and collectively, can begin the new year with a clean slate, forgiven of all past wrongdoings, misdeeds, and sins. In advance of the holiday, Jewish people are supposed to approach anyone they've hurt during the past year and ask for forgiveness, as it's believed to be more difficult to gain forgiveness for sins committed against God until we have gained forgiveness for sins committed against our neighbors. At the end of the Yom Kippur service, the shofar, or ram's horn, is blown, signaling the end of this high holy day. People usually congregate that evening for a festive meal, which formally breaks the fast.
So this whole week I asked forgiveness from everyone. And what I did was I sent this out to everyone, like everyone that I knew. And so many people responded. I mean, this is love. Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah is love. You know, there's no forgiveness without love, and there's no love without forgiveness. So I'm going to read this again. On Rosh Hashanah it is written, and on Yom Kippur it is sealed. To those I have wronged, I ask forgiveness. To those I have helped, I wish I did more. To those I neglected, I ask for understanding. And to those who have helped me, I sincerely thank you, thank you, thank you, love you, love you, love you. So I love you all, and I ask your forgiveness. I ask your forgiveness. I love you all. So I'm going to play a Yom Kippur song so you can get an idea what Yom Kippur is all about even further. Please play the next Yom Kippur song.
Yom Kippur. On Yom Kippur.
On Yom Kippur.
We fast all day.
We fast all day.
And we daven.
And we daven.
And we say.
And we say.
We are sorry.
We are sorry.
We promise to be good.
We promise to be good.
And do all the mitzvot.
Do all the mitzvot.
As we should.
As we should.
On Yom Kippur.
On Yom Kippur.
We fast all day.
We fast all day.
And we daven.
And we daven.
And we say.
And we say.
We are sorry.
We are sorry.
We promise to be good.
We promise to be good.
And do all the mitzvot.
Do all the mitzvot.
As we should.
As we should.
All right, good job, guys.
Beautiful. So now I'm going to play you another Yom Kippur song. And of course, it has to do with I am sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I ask your forgiveness. So Josh, please play the next Yom Kippur song.
I'm sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry for what I've done. Slicha, we say on the special day, means sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry for what I've done. Slicha, we say on the special day, means sorry for what I've done.
I'm sorry I didn't share. It seems like I didn't care.
Slicha, we say on a special day, means sorry I didn't share.
We throw our call in the water to remember what we've done when we accidentally hurt each other.
So we say to everyone, I'm sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry for what I've done. Slicha, we say on a special day, means sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry for what I've done. I'm sorry for what I've done. Slicha, we say on a special day, means sorry for what I've done.
Woo! Love you, love you, love you, love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh, aren't those kids adorable? They get it. They get the love. They get the forgiveness. I'm sorry for what I've done. Oh my God. So after you forgive and you let it all go on Yom Kippur, you're free. you're free. So forgiveness and love is freedom. Oh, I love you, Margaret. Love you, Margaret. Oh, a heart. Oh. Love you, love you, love you, truly love. Love you, love you, love you, truly love. So truly spending the weekend with my mom for her birthday this weekend. Truly, I love you so much for doing that and loving my mom so much. Oh, I love you, love you, love you. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so touched and moved. So now being free, I'm going to play you one of my next favorite freedom songs. Please play the next song.
Oh, thinking about all your younger years. There was only you and me. We were young and wild and free. Now nothing can take you away from me. We've been down that road before, but that's over now. Keep me coming back for more. Baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it hard to believe we're in heaven. Love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. Turn the world around, bring you up when you're feeling down. Yeah, nothing can change what you mean to me. Oh, there's lots that I could say, but just hold me now, 'cause love will light the way. And baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms, I'm finding it's hard to believe we're in heaven. Love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven. I've been waiting for so long for something to right, for love to come along. Now our dreams are coming true, for the good times and the bad. Yeah, and I'm standing there by you. Maybe you're all that I want. When you lie here in my arms, I'm finding it's hard to believe we're in heaven. Love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. It isn't too hard to see we're in heaven, heaven. We're in heaven. We're in heaven. We're in heaven. We're in heaven.
We're in heaven. The greatest freedom of love and forgiveness and love is to live on this earth in heaven. We're in heaven. Oh my God, who doesn't want to live in heaven on this earth? We're in heaven. I love you, love you, love you all. Oh my God, so moved by that song. And God is love. We're in heaven. So love you, love you, love you all in this beautiful, loving world that we live in. Let's all love each other and live in heaven together and love each other. So I'm going to bring all of us back to a song I will never forget. Oh yeah, you love my mom. I love you truly. I love you, love you, love you. Is this the best or what? Truly loves my mom. Truly loves, she's taking my mom out for the weekend. Love you, Margaret. Oh, hearts, hearts, hearts. And there's nothing better than hearts and love. Oh, love you, True Tron and Roses. Oh my God, love you, True Love. Love you, love you, love you. So yes, beautiful song and nice voice. Yes, we're in heaven. Yes. And True Love, he creates these gorgeous posters every week. He's created hundreds of them because we've done over 200 shows in the past 4 years. Oh, Cynthia, love you, love you, love you, Cynthia. Pure love, love you, love you, love you. My heart to yours, Cynthia. Love you, love you, love you. Pure love. Hearts and roses and just love, 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 love. Love you, love you, love you, love you. So this song is going to bring us all back. I'll never forget it. The movie Risky Business. Tom Cruise letting it rip. Now that was freedom. And that was one of the greatest movie scenes I've ever seen. So I'm going to play that song. Please play that song.
Stickers off like a soft sound. I should've listened to by myself. To change the music ain't got the same soul. I like the more time rock and roll. Nobody take me to a disco. You'll never even get me out on the floor. 10 minutes I'll be late for the door. I like the more time rock and roll. Still I got more time rock and roll. The kind of music just to soothe the soul. Reminisce about the days of old. We're an old time rock and roll. Won't go to hear no playing tango. I'd rather hear some blues and funky old soul. There's only one way to get me to go. Stop playing on time of rock and roll. Call me around and tell me what you will. Say I'm a faster, say I'm more than a hell. Change the music ain't got the same soul. I like the more time of rock and roll. Still I got more time of rock and roll. The kind of music just to soothe the soul. Reminisce about the days of old. We're an old time of rock and roll. The kind of music just to soothe the soul. I reminisce about the days of old. With an old time of rock and roll. Wow! Like an old time of rock and roll. The kind of music just to soothe the soul. I reminisce about the days
old time rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. We are rocking here. We're dancing here. Love and forgiveness, dancing. So I love you all, each and every one of you. I want to thank you all you lovers out there, for watching the Florida Love Show today and sharing about Yom Kippur and love and forgiveness and love. So go out and forgive everyone, love everyone while you're still here, because life is short, while you're still here and while they're still here. So again, I want to thank you for watching the Florida Love Show today. Love you, love you, love you all. And as I end every show, who can you give a rose to? I love you. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.